Cracks are beginning to show inside NATO over the future of military support for Ukraine. Major alliance members, including the UK, France, Spain, Italy, and Canada, have blocked a proposal that would have forced NATO states to spend 0.25% of their GDP annually on military aid for Kyiv. The plan was pushed by NATO Secretary-General Mark Rutte ahead of the alliance summit in Ankara, as pressure grows on Europe to shoulder more of Ukraine's war burden amid shrinking US commitments under President Donald Trump. The proposed mechanism aimed to institutionalize long-term military support for Ukraine and spread the financial burden more evenly across the alliance. Under the plan, Britain alone would have contributed nearly $11 billion annually, while France, Italy, and Spain were expected to commit billions more. But behind NATO's public messaging of unity, divisions between Eastern and Western Europe are now becoming increasingly visible. Baltic and Nordic nations, many of which already spend above the proposed threshold, reportedly backed the initiative strongly. Countries closer to Russia's borders argue they are carrying a disproportionate share of support for Kyiv, while larger Western economies continue to hesitate over binding long-term commitments.
What I want to achieve is that the burden is more evenly spread. At the moment, it is only 6 or 7 allies who are doing the heavy lifting.
The standoff also comes at a politically sensitive moment for London and Paris, both of which publicly position themselves as Ukraine's strongest European backers. Britain recently faced criticism after easing some restrictions linked to Russian oil-derived fuel products, further fueling questions over Western resolve. The failed proposal now highlights a deeper challenge confronting NATO: whether the alliance can sustain long-term support for Ukraine as war fatigue grows and economic pressures mount across Europe. While Eastern allies push for harder commitments against Russia, major Western powers appear increasingly reluctant to lock themselves into another open-ended financial obligation.